What's up? Welcome back for more Honkai Impactor. Today we're gonna do the Sanka Saga. This was released, I think, in version 2. I don't know what version in 2 point something or 3 point something, but that's the day I played Honkai, but I was not high level enough. I didn't meet the level requirement, so I wasn't able to play this. But now it's back and I can play it for you guys. I wish the story of astrology, yeah, the story of Teresa in astrology, I think I'm right. Hope to rerun again. So with that being said, let's go. Sanka Saga, let's go. I have no idea will be going on here. I promise you guys. So, is it a curse not able to see the light? Oh, it's Sakura. Dang, she's got beaten up real nicely. That's her question back then. What followed was growing silent, as dry and harsh as the new winter. My lips struggled, but not a word came out. It wasn't a question wanting an answer. It was bitterness, self-ridicule, and something dark, obscure, wrapped together. And perhaps the need for light is the real curse. From these calm but ominous words, I somehow caught a whiff of desperate exhaustion. Just like that, she asked the question and answered herself, with me in a daze watching the shadow dance behind her. Why are people forever obsessed with how to be loved? The question has been troubling me for ages. There must be an inevitably abhor the wayward this moment. She told me so back when she was still her. But to this day, the meaning is still beyond me. Rikai. So all I can do is to watch you who came to this world because of her. Till you can see something that she meant to say, but I didn't. After all, you are my past and I am your future. No answer has come to me, nor do I know what to say to you. Be it as may, if I have to say something to the yesterday, tomorrow, please keep on. Let go. Time is up, Kasumi. Hey, what? Uh-oh. What's your status? I'm in. No need to worry, ferryman. Da-da-da. Anbu, the stealth force that answers only to the overseer. I thought it was nothing but hearsay, but now we're shadow serving the overseer, that's all. But why ninjas? The Valkyries I knew all followed the modern way of military training. Could it be because it's named Anbu? Anbu Black Ops. A cultural stereotype. Perhaps I may have underestimated the master's twisted fetish. You speak too much, ferryman. If your curiosity is killing you, why not ask the overseer in person after the mission? Remember your mission. You're simply a stepping stone in the master's plan. And I'm just another pawn in his chess game. If that's not perfect brainwash, I don't know what it is. Don't ask, don't tell. It's best for us both. It's best for both of us. Fuck, sorry, I can't read. Maybe there's a shred of self-consciousness left in her. Enough chat for now. I don't think you reached me to discuss the overseer's personal taste. Thank you for the advice. And do exercise caution in tonight's mission. Rock has reached the dark art that has sealed the Rakshamaru are the original marks of one volume kept here. Here? Here. That's what the intel says. But tonight's mission comes with much more uncertainty. One misstep may put us in an impossible situation. After all, we're dealing with the woman who has the lawless district of Evernight at her whim. She can be hard to handle than Rakshamaru. Don't let down your guard. The human mind can put all evil spirit to shame. Just like before, I'll support you from a distance tonight. That won't be necessary. Somehow, I have a terrible hunch about this. Well, let's get to it then. Oh, I have to go. Ooh. She was my first character that reaches triple S. Woo! Wait, why is my head like that? Hi. Who's gonna go first, huh? I guess you. What the fuck? Why are you there? Oh, I have to go the other side. Like I was saying, why the fuck are you there? Break the right spirit path to unlock the path ahead. Evade the falling pieces to enter time fracture to check out. Oh. Oh, this is the odd one out. Yeah, I'm right. Yay! Fuck. I'm not going anywhere. Fuck. Uh-oh. Fit! What? This is gonna take a while. Evade the falling pieces to enter time fracture to check out. I guess this one? Nope. Fuck's sake. Never mind, I got it. Are you really expecting that you can tour the house without being noticed? A trap? Trespassing like it's your own property. What do you expect? Who is speaking? Take your shoes off, little fox. Oh, it's Rita. I wonder if Shiksan teaches any manner at all. Ooh. A woman whose beauty is beyond any words. You're right! Even the dark garb was a vain effort to hold back any of her allure. She sat still with an effortless grace, seizing up the daring intruder as if reading an open book. You're the second person who has come uninvited since I took over the district. This voice. Are you a maniac or a moron? Maniac? Shit, sorry. I was curious to find out, but you turned out to be something else entirely. Things are getting interesting tonight. Her lips curled into a gentle chuckle, and the whole world seemed to be lit up all of a sudden. Soul repeating beauty. Kasumi heard local elders speaking of women like this while she was on a mission in ancient Shinzu. Burp. They are curses with an angel's face. They break empires with a smile or frown. But this one is different, Kasumi soon realized. She gives off a familiar scent of shadows like Kasumi herself, and her smiling eyes are deep and dangerous as ocean. When deadly beauties like her begin to choose their own way of living, they crack Pandora's box wide open. So your Hanafuda Ayabun didn't expect Evernight to be run by a outlander. Oh? With the dosage you took in? You should be lying quietly. Shixel's puppets are tougher than I thought. What? Don't act surprised, Yai Machi. It's a far-flung town, but Evernight is a refuge that welcomes all. Every city has an underground world. I run this one, and it's my job to know the story of every stranger here. Damn it, my body is fighting me. Shit, sorry. You seem to be rather bent on breaking free. A noble effort, but in vain. Rest assured that it's no poison, only harmless anesthetic, extracted from local plants. Well, so much for self-introduction. Next. Hanafuda Ayabun dove down from the tower with the swiftness and elegance of a fox. Her body was breaking loose from the brain, but the clarity in her mind only grew. She saw the woman approaching. The footsteps came to a stop. Oh god damn! This is a new thumbnail. Thumbnail or profile? Yeah, I can do both. Now let's talk about you and your little helper. Don't expect anything from me. Of course, after all, the night is still very, very young. I never expect I'd fall into such a poorly designed trap. It's obvious that she had been well prepared, but how and when did she know? Was it... Oh, that. Equine, Path of Naraka. Oh shit, sorry. The night is the best cover for any ill intention. I think about this every time I walk in the shadow. Be it monsters, spirits, or demons. Darkness shelters them all indiscriminately, as if they are no different than the stars or the moon. I lifted my head and squinted, trying to see far through the misty air. The flame mark beside her caught my attention. Ugh. She's Raiden May, ex-leader of the Shadow Guard serving the Castellan. Oh. Ex. Right, now she's a refugee at large. Not much different from you. She's wanted for... The official story is stealing forbidden scripts and learning dark arts. What's the unofficial version? She's framed, plain and simple. Creditability? 100%. Besides, you should keep in mind that she is equally good at tracking and stalking as you. The uncomfortable conversation just had to float up this moment. This masked man called himself Ferryman and claimed to be a liaison sent to Far East by the Overseer. When I first arrived in Yaimachi, the contact signs written over the street corner led me to him. He's a person of mystery, mysteries. But one thing is for sure, his intel gathering is first class. So, what does this wanted ex-shadow guard have to do with our mission? Stealing forbidden scripts and learning dark arts are false charges, but there might be some truth to it. I did some digging on Raiden May's background. Her father, Ryoma, seems to be the successor of an ancient sect, and he was imprisoned for a lab accident. Intel on the lab accident seems to be in tight control, so I take a detour and began to look into the ancient sect. And the sect is after mechanical parts which can fully replace human organs. It's almost too sophisticated for a town like Yaimachi, but not so much for Shiksal. That's how it appears at first glance. But Mr. Ryoma's research goes beyond that. If all the human body parts can be replaced by artificial components, is the soul transferred to the robotic shell? Mechanical shell with a human soul that's playing God, an absolutely forbidden territory. Now I remember one of the Zakti runes from the 6 ninja arts has some kind of soul controlling power. Correct. The powers of 3 Zakti runes have been confirmed. The path of Naraka rune is able to manipulate drift souls. Souls that wander aimlessly in the realm of the living? I shook my head and dragged myself back from recollection. The raiding girls seemed to be talking to the flame mark. Considering she is also a stealth master, I tried to close the distance without giving my scent away. Who is there? My feet froze in an instant. It's not because of Raiden's May's shouting, but a scent of someone powerful. I told you there's no escape. Skalin! I didn't expect you to hunt me down yourself. You've served me long. You should know better. I always prefer the fair and square way rather than stabbing someone in the back. Besides, I can't even hold a candle to you when it comes to walking in the shadow. But you found me still. Yes, thanks to the path of Deva rune. Runes resonate with each other. That's why. You have the answer now. Do you wish to run again or come with me quietly? The conversation was short-lived and lastly only few breaths. I held my breath and watched from a safe distance. The very instant the moon was clouded, May dashed in the opposite direction with lightning speed. Runs like a rabbit. She seemed not worried about her precious flame mark at all. Never mind. I'll get her first and ask her about the mark later. Having made up her mind, the woman gave chase immediately, leaving the flame mark on its own. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely more to the flame mark than meets the eye. It's a good opportunity to check it closely. Oh shit. Only level 45? You're shitting me? Alright, where's the flame mark? Yoink. What the fuck? I think I got him. Sakura Rondo. Let's go! Clean. Phew, that was close. Didn't expect an angry golem popping out of the flame mark. Huh? This golem. Ferryman, I'd appreciate if you give me a hint when you start talking in my head. You seem to see and hear everything I see and hear. Is this some sort of ninjutsu too? I can't explain this. You can take that as a yes. What a that. So what's odd about this golem? It seems to be the same model from Ryoma's research before he was arrested. Hard to believe it's a coincidence. Indeed, the path of Naraka rune may have the answer we seek. You mean, despite a brief moment of hesitation, I took out the rune as he suggested. As if being pulled by an unknown force, a cluster of light drifted out of the golem. This is a drift soul. Contrary to popular belief, looks like Ryoma's research had entered the final stage. The drift soul responded to the ninja art, which means Ryoma has the path of Naraka rune, and he probably used it in his experiments. Lab accidents, intel curb, arrest, and imprisonment. So that's what really went down. From May's talk with the stranger, it's clearly that May is an insider of her father's project. That's right. Ryoma's wanted daughter makes a much easier target than himself. But the stranger after May is a force to be reckoned with. Talking her head on is not a good idea. It's necessary to know your enemy beforehand, but I'm afraid you won't be able to avoid her anyway. What's going on now? The one and only Senbon Sakura outfit and the hair color of snow should be hint enough. The blooming Sakura buried in snow. Kallen the Castellan. The legendary warrior who defeated the demon fox alongside the Miko and rebuilt Yaimachi from the ashes. So it's her. We should catch up and see if May can lose the Castellan. We'll give her a hand if necessary. No need to hesitate over the right strategy. In any scenario, we just have to get involved one way or the other. Undercover complete difficulty increase. Oh. Do I upgrade her? Yep. Okay. Second stage. Otosan. The girl jumped up the moment light touched her eyes. Bright sunlight shone through the window slits, forcing her to turn around and squint. Fierce pain attacked her from the right shoulder and the abdomen. Even trained samurais like her had to moan softly. It's a strange environment. Thanks to the excruciating pain, her senses came back to her quickly. A rag room with thin dust on the windowsill. It's not the Kallen castles. Kallen castles. Fuck's sake. Right. Having stayed on the edge for days, the girl breathed a sigh of relief once she ensured there's no danger. Well, the next thing... Shit! You changed! Hey, you're finally awake. How are you feeling? You are? I can relate to your alertness, but it would be nice for someone who has just saved you to hear your name first. You can call me Kasumi. Sorry, Look at her face is growing through the outfit. I'm not interested in a fake name. Shadow Guard-sama. You're wanted and everyone in Yaimachi knows your face. Sorry to drag you into this. But why would I save you? Finding a dying girl by the road. I'm not heartless like that. But I was attacked in the middle of the night. Why would you be passing by at that time? Ha! I bet you have major trust issues and very few friends. Is there a problem for a Maiko working in Evernight to take the shortcut home after work at that hour? Evernight? So that's why. Did you dress my wounds? Doesn't look like this is your first time. Nevernight is full of dangerous guests like you. We Mycos probably handle more patients than a doctor here. I see. The sun is setting and I gotta head out for work. You can keep your paranoia, but I only save you on a whim. I wave my hand with my back facing her as I walk out. The door shut and I couldn't feel her gaze anymore. Phew! Very convincing. It's almost a shame you didn't take an acting career. Drop it. It's part of what it takes to be a ninja. And it's you who just suggested this in the first time. Turns out it did work to a certain degree. I was just putting myself in her shoes. If it was me being hunted by the Castellan, I'd be suspicious too after waking up to a strange Maiko. It's an 1 in a million chance to be found and picked up by the forgotten country road late in the night. That's why I needed the Maiko identity. Most evernight Maikos leave the old town and work late hours. It's common sense in Yai Machi. So it's not too far-fetched for a Maiko to spot a wounded while she hurry home taking a shortcut. And calling out her name and dressing her wounds with ninja skills were also part of the plan. Without her identity unveiled, it would be harder to engage her in a conversation. Calling out her name using her arrest warrant as an excuse is the first and more important step. It kept May in the conversation because her secret was no longer a secret. But when you think again, it's actually pointless. If I'm planning something against her, I'd be sure to know her real identity. Right. Speechcraft is all about mental suggestions that take advantage of common logical fallacies. I don't know. The human mind jumps to quick conclusions when there's an info overload. Your words impress me. No, that's your. Fuck's sake. Her words impress me as candid and calm. Someone with ill intent would pretend not to know, but since you spoke out candidly, you're more trustworthy. And tending to her words with obvious skill was for the same reason? Exactly. It's working on her mind. The human mind thinks in negative terms. We tend to believe information that checks out after being questioned. The wound dressing was a bait. Being cautious as expected, May raised suspicion over it, and after getting a reasonable answer, she began to believe. Dot. What is it? Oh, that's the but. Okay? Your intel gatherers all have a dirty heart. Dot. Let's put May aside for a moment. How's the investigation that I asked for going? As you suspected, there had been a slew rumors floating in the old town these years. 3 of them stand out: the hovering house, the summer frozen pond, and the sunny day thunderclaps. Hovering house? Could it be mirage? Very likely. And sightings of paranormal events like this all took place around the flame mark we saw. So it seems the frozen pond and sunny day thunders come from something like the flame mark. I have the location roughly pinned down, and I suggest you hurry up. To make sure May could escape, you stole the Castellan with a pebble. This should given her some clue that someone else is in her way. We don't know how to use the drift source yet, but we should gather more and quickly. Let's get to it. Okay. It's gonna be fun. Activate the Ice Sigil and defeat the Sigil Guardian. Oh, I know this bitch. Yep, I'm right. It is taking a long time. Paranoia. This is the second one. Our theory has held up till this moment. These golems were used in Ryoma's experiments. The fire last time and the ice this time. Giving a mecha a drift soul and it's capable of this? It's beyond my knowledge, and otherwise it won't be considered a dark art. No matter his purpose, Ryoma's experiments did involve the power of the path of Naraka rune. And from the looks of it, the rune didn't change hands after he was arrested. True, this explains why Mei is wanted for the learning dark arts accusation. I believe Miss Raiden is the one to lead us to the path of Naraka rune, and after she went missing, she was seen at the flame mark last night. Suppose Ryoma hid the rune somewhere before he was jailed, and we know he left these marks behind. These marks are likely the key to the where the rune is kept. A drift soul is what sets Ryoma's golem apart from common mechas. There are 3 marks and we have 2 different souls now, which means we need to get the last drift soul and make Mei spill out the whereabouts of the rune. It won't be easy. Hush! Descent. Tell me the location of Sunny Day Thunderclaps now, Ferryman. Kallen is heading this way. Oh. Oh shit! The left side of the ninja art screen shows the current stats and effects. The Sakti hidden in the old quarter belong to the ninja art of the Path of Naraka. Check all the stat and effect of the repaired ninja art here. Sakti retrieved in this area can only be used to repair the ninja art of the Path of Naraka. Retrieve more Zakti by defeating monsters in this area to further repair the ninja art. Get materials. Hey, wait. Total damage increased by 20%. Lightning damage increased by 30%. I need that. Or Naraka. I need 804 of those. Fuck. Are we exposed? Oh wow. Not yet. Looks like she is after the second mark. She's faster than I thought. And she could definitely tell the golem fell down from a recent brawl. Good thing we have located the third mark. Sunny Thunders, a golem with lightning powers this time? Past experience says so. Time's running out. Kallen should be searching the second mark now. And... no, she came straight this way. The hell? Never mind. Take down the golem to retrieve the drift soul and disappear. My plan exactly. Is this the second mark or the third mark? No, I think this is the third mark. Yep, this is the third mark. Ah, this is gonna be a problem. This is a lightning. Never mind. Ow! Fucking bitch. Looks like she's naked in that part. Supernatural. $20. Da. Too late. Again. Again? The fresh trucks tells me they wouldn't be far even if they have left. I don't know who you are, but I know you're still here. I'm Colin, the Castellan who runs this town, and I'd like to have a friendly conversation with you. Da. Nothing responded except for the rustling of the winter leaves in the wind. They have left. She thought for a moment, took a look around, and left once she was sure there wasn't anything suspicious. She left only to return again with her scent concealed, sitting on high branches with a perfect view. It's late, the wind whispers, leaf rustling, and distant barks kept flowing in. She closed her eyes. 10 minutes, 20, 40. She sat quietly and firmly on top of the twigs as if asleep. Hiss. A swishing sound suddenly broke the frozen silence. At long last, she located the source within a split second and took off in the next. Show yourself. Ah. Eh? Oh my god. Yuri! Yuri! Much to her surprise, her hand caught a thin and soft wrist. It's a young lady in an embroidered Maiko dress. Who are you? Spare me, please. I've nothing on me. I just want to go home. Go home? At this hour? I'm a Maiko working in Evernight. The word Evernight sent Colin's brow into a slight frown. From the way she looks, she is not a fighter. Show me your face. What? Wait, what? You're asking to show her face and you're holding her chin. Without any permission, she reached out and lifted the woman's chin, and the most unexpected face popped up. Why are you here? Huh? No. You're not her. You can't be her. What are you talking about? But the fox ears. Who are you exactly? The ruler of the Yaimachi lost all her calmness and looked as if she just saw a ghost. This familiar yet strange face ripped open some old wounds in her heart. Ugh! She took her hand back as if struck by lightning. Crushing pain kept hammering her head like something within tried to break free. Are you alright? Ah, the way she looks, Don't touch me! Agony and anxiety robbed her of her usual pose. She struggled and staggered a few steps before taking off. That. You planned all this? How could I? I never knew my face would send her in a huge shock. What? Don't tell me she's Ferryman is another Sakura. Damn! Pero, wait, but, holy hell! I think I can do this straight because this was already uploaded in the past. I just think, okay. Quick. A sudden weariness came to me the moment I pushed open the door. Karen's face kept flashing over my eyes. Might be my instinct telling me to stay away from this dangerous woman. It's dark inside as my eyes tried to adapt to the darkness. The darkness! Shit. The familiar scent gave me a mild relief. I didn't ask her to stay, but I knew she was the only one to point me to the Zakti rune. Don't move. The price of the short relief was to have a sharp object thrust against my neck. Shadow Guard-sama certainly have a unique way of saying thank you. Who are you exactly? One of the hundreds of Maikos in Evernight. I would have brought it if every Maiko I knew had fox ears. I served the Castellan for long years, and I know a thing or two that common folks don't. Before Raksha Maru was sealed, it put a curse on this land that newborns would have a rare chance to grow fox ears. Known as the Forbidden Ones, they are sent to serve the god in the Yae Shrine once they come of age. I'm dying to know how one of them ended up as a Maiko in Evernight. Fine, I surrender myself. But, what are you? Ah! My blind fist found May's soft belly, and I lowered my body, broke free, knocked her off balance, and held her down. You need more than a chopstick to make me obey. If not for the wounds, I'd have you. What's your purpose? The wounded should lay down and rest well. And you don't need me to tell you that I'm after the Zakti rune. I knew it. Well, unfortunately, even I have no idea how to unlock the 3 marks my father left. Oh, worry not. I have what the 3 marks held in my pocket. What? So can we sit down and talk nicely now? Okay. The House of Raiden was known for katana crafting in history, but the family trade gradually dwindled down. My father has all of his passion in mechanical protest, I don't know, and exoskeleton armors. My mother has been lying in a hospital bed for many years because of an accident. Perhaps for this reason, father got obsessed with making artificial body parts that can bring mother back. The Castellan decided to fund his research as soon as he developed the first autonomous golem. But father failed to make any progress ever since. Desperate to deliver, he started a forbidden experiment. The one that caused the lab accident and sent him to jail? Right. But the accident seemed to give him a revelation. He transferred all his findings to a secret place. The Castellan took an unusual interest in what he hid up. She went so far as to order my arrest for some clues. I've only one goal. Keep the Castellan's hands off the Naraka rune that father values more than his life. Even it means outlanders like me get to keep it. Huh? We have an agreement, then. Now would you please point me in the direction of the rune? Sacrifice 3 drift souls in the old town before dawn, and walk past the twilight zone to the other side. That's what father's work notes say. We still have some time before dawn, but what does this twilight zone mean? We better get going now. Oh. So I have to... Yeah, I have to play this again. Oh, what the fuck? No! Sele!
電線雷鳴の時どうしたんだそこにいいものでもあるのか
I'm better than you, bitch! Let's go. 80 and 1. Fuck! Ugh. Oh wow, I'm on the gate. Wait. Oh, this is close. Open the door and enter the Saha world. Damn! So that's the other side. A giant wasted providing ground. I don't know what happened exactly, but it looks like a space warp. It's so alien from Yaimachi, as if the two dimensions are clumsily stitched together. Right, the portal may not hold for long. Intensive Zakti is detected from below. Looks like that's where the rune is. Better speed up. Hey, what the? Why are we here? What? We're going down. I remember this place, and it was hell. It's very hell to me. The abyss. Ubra. I spent days working on this part. Yeah, we're going down. Oh wow, it's already on set, huh? Hi, bitch. I wait. I can't go any further, but I can't stop here neither. A talking golem? This shell is overloaded. The weight of a soul is indeterminable. Look how carefree they are. The dummies without a soul. I don't envy them. Someday, I'll return to the dojo and beat her. And show her what the true way of fighting is. Oh, sorry. Don't get me wrong. I'm not picking a fight. What you seek is at the bottom of the structure. ... No need to waste your time here. Never mind. Let's get to the bottom first. Aww. What am I looking for exactly? Oh shit! Iron Golem. Oh bitch! Get fucked! I believe I told you to not come to me without an emergency, Kazumi-san. Does mission failure qualified as an emergency? Ahem. I took down the Golem Legion that's on the other side, but there's no sign of the Naraka rune. I realized that all the golems I ran into were more or less autonomous, but they merely acted on their instincts. Only one exception. The old model golem I met halfway that didn't appear hostile at all. Never saw it after. A golem with self-awareness and even memories from a past life. This May's dream come true. May? After I came back on this side, I asked around, but it seemed like Raiden May simply vanished into thin air. As if she foresaw it all. Ha, looks like she got us. I did some more digging after she went missing. There's not much of a record on her, only pieces of trivial information here and there. But looking back, the information says a lot about her. For example, May crafted all the Shadow Guard gear. She's from the Raiden house after all. And she doesn't really see eye to eye with her father. because he never visited her mother before she passed away. Dot, dot, dot. Can it be? Yes, keeping the Castellan of her father's research and the rune was a lie. She is on a mission to take revenge on her father. She means to complete the work of her father's life and tear it into pieces. And she's behind the lab accident. If so, Ryoma hiding the finished golem was not only meant to keep it from the Castellan, but also his own daughter. It remains a mystery why the finished golem terrified Ryoma so much, and your mission is not over yet. 500 years ago, the god took pity on the Rakshamaru Rekyai village and descended on earth as the Miko. In the end, the frozen Naraka-wielding Miko sealed the demon fox with the 6th Zakti rune of Raksha's rage. It entails Path of Deva, Path of Manuncia, Path of Azura, Path of Tiryag, Path of Preta, and Path of Naraka. You have the 6 ninja arts now, but we still need the remaining Zakti runes to fully restore Raksha's range. According to Shixel database records, the Demon Fox commanded Hercher level Honkai energy. No wonder the Overseer has so much interest in the dark art that can fully seal the Demon Fox. We don't have anything now on May now. So what should our next target be, Ferryman? The Yae Shrine and the Evernight District both have rumors that concern us. As for the Forbidden Ones, may talk about called Yae Machi, be my birthplace if my fox ears are really a curse. I didn't know you care about your origin. Well then, the next target is set. Cursed from the Demon Fox. I'll find out what you really are. Okay. I think that's the end of Act 1. I'll see you in Act 2, guys. Johnny!